try that again. Today we will be finishing out long and short angles of movement. We're going to focus on some of the longer angles and see how we don't actually use those either, as well as some of the smaller angles which will be deep into knee flexion, and then we'll draw it into core. So to start this out, we have to make sure muscles are lengthened. To do that, we're going to focus primarily on long angles today, but we're also going to get short angles. But in long angles, you're going to see that it's a really long lever arm on the body and that we don't actually fully use long angles, and we tend to shorten prematurely, and that's why it sends a lot of the work into our low backs. We're going to also work the small angles, which is very near to the ground, which is very costly, and that's why, once again, we don't do much near the ground either. So we're going to start by stretching out the calf muscles, because we got to make sure everything's nice and warmed up. So your feet are parallel, your knees are bent, your abs are nice and tight, you're sucking your tummy. We're going to pump our hips forward to open up what's called your gastrocnemius. Draw your shoulder blades down and back, suck in your tummies, and just feel what it feels like to open up that gastrocnemius, because this is an important feature in movement of the hips. The gastroc is such a powerful muscle that if we don't lengthen it, it will cause compromise of your quads and your butt, the other two more powerful muscles. So suck in that tummy and really lengthen that calf muscle. Okay? We're immediately going to switch to the other side. We're lengthening first, so stretch it out. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in that tummy. Your feet are parallel, and you're going to push your hips forward. Abs are engaged. Jaws relaxed. Suck in that tummy. I know sound is low. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Draw those shoulder blades down and back. Lengthen that calf muscle. And then we switch sides again. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. You can use your roller on this one. We're gonna hinge forward, straight spine, and then we're gonna come back up again. So I'll do it off to the side so you can see. We're gonna go out and then back up. Keep your abs engaged. If your abs shut off, you're gonna feel pressure in your low back, and you don't wanna feel pressure in that low back. So come back up and out. In and out, abs are nice and tight, suck in that tummy. Change the shape of your body. This is so very important as you do this. Smiles are up. I know the volume's low, but I'll try to be loud. Keep breathing. And 10, good. We're gonna switch sides. You're gonna warm up this side now. Oh. Hands on that roller, you're gonna stretch forward and then come back up. Abs are nice and tight. Keep breathing. Suck that tummy in. Jaws relaxed. Make sure no pressures in your low back. This is all about time under tension, so we're trying to keep the tension in your muscles and out of your joints. Your back's one big joint. Okay, we're gonna come back up to the top. Abs are nice and tight. We're gonna arch in the opposite direction. Your feet are gonna remain parallel as you take your hands over the top of your head. You're gonna arch in the opposite direction. Once again, these are long angles. We do these, but we don't do them enough, and we don't do them completely, and that's what gets us into trouble if we try to do a short angle when we're doing a long angle, or a long angle when we're doing a short angle. And good, you're gonna switch sides. Really elongate first. You're nice and tall, you're sucking in that tummy, you're gonna arch back. You can see how to stretch the calf, sometimes we have to be upright and pushing our hips into extension instead of flexion. Abs are nice and tight. We're almost done with this. And good. And now at least I know your calves are warmed up. Okay? Now, from here our feet are gonna go parallel. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. We're gonna hinge forward with the very straight spine. You're gonna hinge forward and then you're gonna come back up. You're not only stretching your hamstrings, you're strengthening them. You're using your calves. But try to keep your abs engaged. Suck in that tummy, don't let that tummy hang out. I'll face you so I can see what you guys are doing. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Don't let this work go into your low back. If you feel this in your low back, it means you need to lengthen your spine, tighten your abs, tighten your quads. I don't have Maria counting, so I don't know when to stop. I'm guessing that's about 10. Okay, and now, we have not done these in a really long time. You're gonna need your ball. Or actually, you don't need your ball, it's just nice to have. We're gonna do it one leg at a time. So these, I used to do a long time ago, way back when in Santa Barbara. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna keep the legs square. You're gonna keep your hips square. Legs are locked out. You're gonna touch the ground. Leg goes back behind you. And then you're gonna come back up again. What did I kick? I kicked a roller. Okay, so let's do it. Leg goes back behind you. Touch the ground. Come back up again. Really work your balance. This is harder than you think. Keep your abs engaged. 2. This is working your hamstring. 3. Straight spine, abs are nice and tight. Suck in that tummy. 4. Check out that balance. Abs are engaged. 5. 6. 7. 8. Abs. 9. Keep that core engaged. Keep those feet parallel. This is 10. Whoa. Come back up. We're going to switch sides. All right. Abs are nice and tight. Same thing on this side. See if it feels exactly the same or different. 1. 2. Time under tension, so keep your core on. 3. Keep your leg locked out. 4. This is hard, isn't it? 5. 6. I love watching you guys fall all over the place. 7. Abs are engaged. No pressure in your low back. 9. 10. Good. Okay, you can put your ball aside. We're going to go back to the block again. We're going to stretch out your calf again. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Should be a whole lot easier to stretch out your calf. We're going to go after what's called your soleus as you go into a squat and then stand. Squat and then stand. Abs are nice and tight. We're coming out of long angles into small angles to stretch out some of the muscles that are used to stabilize that you can accidentally move with. 9, 10. Then we switch sides. Okay, block is under this heel. Both knees bend. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna squat away. Four, 5, abs, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. We're going to see if you accidentally put it into your back. See if your back is sore at all as you stand. Tighten your abs. And now you're going to step on the block again as you take your arms over the top of your head to arch in the opposite direction. We're shortening up the angles in the low back and making sure you're long through the lower extremity. Believe it or not, this is shortening your low back because all the muscles are coming together. Your smiles are up, your abs are engaged. Okay, that should have taken any pressure out of your low back that you might have had. We're going to do the other side. Hips forward, abs nice and tight, rock from side to side, suck in that tummy. Should be no pressure in your low back. Okay, good. We just did long angles of a bird feeder motion. We're going to do short angles, so you're going to go into a squat position now. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. You're not going to use a ball this time. You're going to take your leg back behind you, straighten it out, and you're going to touch the ground, and you're going to come back up. This time your legs stay bent, except when the leg goes back behind you straight, it will be locked out, but your knee will be bent. 2, 3. Keep your spine straight and long. 4. Abs are engaged. 5. This is stretching your booty as well as strengthening it. 6. Keep the knee bent. 7. Abs, knees bent. 8. 9. One more. Don't let the feet turn out. Keep them square, parallel that is. That's 10. Knees stay bent. We're going to do the opposite side. So these are small angles. Leg goes back behind you straight. Front leg stays bent, that's your left leg. Abs are engaged. Notice if one side's clearly easier than the other side. Keep your abs engaged. 4. You guys feel your butts? 5. Nobody feels their butt? Or no one can hear me? 6. 7. 8. 9. One more. Keep that knee bent. 10. Whew. Abs are nice and tight. Your feet are parallel. You're going to do hip circles. So you should feel what it feels like to activate your butt and stabilize your abs right now. If you got it reversed, it's going to feel kind of precarious in that low back. We don't want that. Opposite direction. Try to move your hips more than your head. Okay, now we do our regulars. You're going to take your left leg back behind you, your right leg's forward, your abs are nice and tight, your heels off the ground. You're pushing your hips back. Front knee is bent, rear leg is straight and pushing back. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to start out with your hand on your knee. And we're going to do our abs and pelvic floor exercise. As you tighten your pelvic floor, tighten your abs. Tighten your pelvic floor, tighten your abs. We're doing sit-ups in this position, tighten, and then release. Pelvic floor, abs. Pelvic floor, abs. Suck in that tummy. Change the shape of your abdomen. Smiles are up. Keep breathing. 8, 9, 10. Now keep your abs engaged. Suck in that tummy. We're going to go super slow. Suck in that tummy. We're going to touch the ground. And then we're going to come back up. Using your butt, no low back pressure. If you feel it in your low back, you need to push your hips back, tighten your abs, draw your lats down and back, and work your quad and your butt. That's 2. That's 3. Suck in that tummy. 4. 5. Watch the alignment of your knee over the top of your foot. 6. 7. Abs, lats. 8. 9. One more. And that's a big 10. We're switching sides. Guys, feel your butt yet? Anyone? Feel it? Okay, good. Okay, your front knee is bent. Knees over the top of your foot. Pushing that, what is it? Right quad back. Abs are nice and tight. Hands on your knee. We're doing sit-ups first. Suck in that tummy and then release. Suck in that tummy and then release. Draw your abs on. Pelvic floor. Smiles are up. Suck it in, release. Suck it in, release. Feel what it feels like to engage those abs and really draw pelvic floor to your abs. 9 and 10. And here we go. We're going to touch the ground nice and slow. Slow, slow, slow. Touch the ground and then come back up. Hold that balance. Watch your alignment, knee over the top of your foot. Keep breathing. That's 3. Work your butt, not your back. You feel it in your back? You gotta activate your abs. Push your hips back. 5. Suck in your tummy. 6. Smiles are up. 7. 8. Don't use your low back. 9, hit your butt and your quad. And 10, come back up for hip circles. Maria's gonna join us now. So it sounds really low, so Maria and I have to speak up because they can barely hear us. Hip circles.
So they won't hear my sarcasm, you're saying?
Not unless you're loud. Suck in that tummy. Really try to move from your hips and your abs versus your head. And then opposite direction. Okay. You're going to take your right foot forward again. Left foot is rear. So this is going to be one that works the small angles. You can use your roller on this one. You might have to. You could try without it. That'd be great. But if you can't, we understand. We're going to collapse down and we're going to get into a small angle. Knee's going to cross midline. So it's a cross midline. See how my knee is crossing over? Abs are nice and tight. And then you're going to come back out of this. You have to squeeze both legs together, lift from your pelvic floor and your abs to bring yourself back up. Keep sucking in your tummy. Again, these are the small angles we don't like using. That's 3.
4.
Okay, 4. Maria's here. Work your butt, work your abs. No back. If you feel this in your back, you're doing something wrong. Tighten up something to get it out of your back. What number are we on?
7.
Good. Your feet stay parallel even though they're crossing midline. You should feel this in your butt.
10.
Good job, everyone. Let's switch sides. You guys feel your butts yet? Anyone? Nobody? Is it that you just can't hear me? Okay, here we go. Same thing. Your knee's gonna cross midline. So it's crossing midline. You want your feet parallel, abs nice and tight. Stick your butt out, give yourself a little stretch here. And then here we go. Abs engaged, no pressure in your low back. Oops. 1. Everything's falling. Keep breathing. Abs. Your abs are lifting you up. It's like it elongates you up. Work your booty. Nice and slow. This is one of the exercises to help you get off the floor without using your hands.
7. Relax your neck.
Tighten your abs. Hold that balance.
9.
One more.
10.
Good. Whoo, you guys are doing awesome. Okay. You're now gonna put, whoops, your foot on top of the block. You probably will need your roller on this one. We're gonna start out with just our knee down. Abs are nice and tight. We're gonna do a few kind of stretchy things. You're gonna go forward. Make sure you feel compression into that hip joint. Abs are nice and tight, suck them in. Lats are on, and then pull yourself back up. It's like you're trying to, like, look at Maria. It's like she's carrying a board on her back. Do you see it? Everything's really flat. No rounding of spine. Is this full flexion of the hip. Sucking that tummy, no airbagging your belly against your thigh. What number?
8.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna be nice and we're gonna switch sides first before going into the next activity. Same thing, sucking that tummy, pelvic floor on, you're working your butt. You're compressing that hip flexor in the front, so you're compressing in here. Sucking that tummy, keep your spine straight, shoulder blades down and back. If you do everything right, you're gonna feel your quads and your butt today. Sucking that tummy. Straight spine. All right, switch back. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit of a trip. You may need your roller for this, you may not, that's okay. So we're used to doing kind of squats from our knee on the block. Now we're gonna have the block underneath your foot. Your hands are back behind you, your toes are curled under. You're gonna come up and then you're gonna go back down. This is where we work your butt and your hamstring and your quad now. Abs are nice and tight. No pressure in your low back. Squeeze that pelvic floor together to lift you up. What number? We might only do 8 of these. What?
5.
We'll do 8.
Make sure you're coming as straight up and down as you can and not leaning, pushing forward.
7. 8. Okay, switch sides.
I feel cheated.
Oh, you didn't do all the other exercises that we did. My butt's quivering. Okay, so lock up everything that needs to be locked up. Pelvic floor, your abs. You're gonna be working this side, your left quad, your left glute max, your left hamstring. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. And here we go again. These are all the small angles. A lot of times, the small angles fool you into thinking you have knee problems. So you may feel pressure in your knee, and it's not in your knee, it's in your quads. What number?
7, 8.
Oh, thank goodness. Stand back up again. You're gonna feel your quads now, hip circles. You didn't do all the other stuff, that's why. Go in the opposite direction. Okay, we're gonna cross your left ankle over your right knee. We're just gonna stretch our booties for a second. Chest is up, bend your knee, fully bend this right knee. Chest is up, abs are on.
You get to check out the bottom of your feet.
Yes. Pedicure time. Okay, straighten that leg out. Now we're doing a long angle, forward fold. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. No pressure into any joints. If you feel it in your knee, tighten your quad, tighten your calves, tighten your abs. And then now we're gonna come up. Suck in your tummies, chest up, reach up. You could do two-handed like Mario, or you could hold a roller. I'll try it. Whew, I can do it today. Keep breathing. No pain in any joints. You're using muscles. Switch sides. Right ankle over left knee. Watch the alignment of your left knee as your left knee bends over the top of your foot. Your butt's sticking out, chest is up, sucking in your tummy. Abs are nice and tight.
Check the bottom of this one.
Yes. Definitely need a pedicure. Suck in that tummy. Feel what it feels like to stretch open that glute max. Abs are nice and tight, suck in that tummy. As we now do a forward fold with the straight leg. Remember, no pressure into any joints. If you feel pressure in that knee, tighten your quad, tighten your calf, tighten your abs. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. Okay, then we're gonna come up nice and tall. We're gonna reach. You could do it one hand on the roller or both hands in the air. This is what a bored football referee would look like when someone scored a touchdown. Abs are nice and tight. 2 and 1. Okay, we're coming down to the ground. Whoa. We're gonna bend our knees. Just hang out here for a second as you warm things up. Let's see if I can pull this mic in a little bit. Okay. We're gonna do some stretching here. You're gonna put your left knee on the block. You're gonna take your right leg across midline. You're gonna push your hips forward. We've been doing this for the last couple of sessions because this opens up the tensor fasciae lata, this muscle over here. And then if you want, you could take the roller off now to your right side as you take your left arm over the top of your head, and you're lengthening all these muscle groups over here. Suck in that tummy, hold that balance. Push those hips forward. Okay, now push your hips back. Abs are nice and tight, same thing. Lifting this to get more of your glute medius, glute minimus. Abs are nice and tight, really reach, stretch. Push your hips over to the left. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. Should be really easy to switch sides now, because those muscles are nice and awake as you take your left leg across midline. You're gonna push your hips forward, suck in your tummy, and then take that right hand over the top of your head. You can really create that counter stretching action. Push those hips over to the right. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Your smiles are up. Try to really engage your abdominal wall. These are sit-ups, believe it or not. Okay, now push your hips back and push them over to the right once again as you reach once again, creating an opposition. This will get more your glute medius, glute minimus. Okay, we're gonna go back onto your, let's see, let me score this out. Onto your left knee, hands are on the ground. We're gonna open the hips up. Two different positions. First, we're gonna do our pile drivers. We're gonna try to lower our knee down and then lift that knee up. Lower it down, lift it up. You can see with what Mario is doing that the knee's going up and down. Because we're on the block, it's eliminated the ankle and the knee from doing the work. And a lot of times you'll see people do this and it's totally from the foot. Now it's coming from your hip. Okay, keep your hip in the low position. Your knee's almost touching the ground as you take your leg out to the side and then back. Keep your hips low. Keep your abs engaged. You should primarily feel your right butt cheek working. Okay, now hip goes into the high position. High, 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 high. This is the open position. You're going to be able to get your knee up a lot higher. You should feel your left butt cheek working. Keep that hip high. Keep your abs engaged. This is a sit-up. What number?
8.
10. Okay, we're going to switch sides. First, resting in the middle. Let's get some oxygen back into those butt cheeks. As we now go on to our right knee on the block, both hands on the ground, and you're going to pile drive your left leg. Abs are nice and tight. Keep breathing. Use your abs. You should feel this deep into your ab muscles. Okay, keep your hip in the low position. You're going to take your leg out to the side, noticing you can't bring your leg up that high. You should be working primarily your left butt cheek. Keep breathing. What number are we on?
8, 9, 10.
Okay, bring your hip into the high position as you take your knee higher than your hip. Abs are engaged, sucking in that tummy. You should feel your right butt cheek working. Keep both arms straight. What number are we on?
8, 9, 10.
Okay, go ahead and rest once again. You can smack out your butt, get some oxygen in there. Okay, we're gonna need some blocks because we're gonna stretch the toes from this position. You're curling your toes under. Push your hips back. especially if you feel excessive pressure in those metatarsal heads, really push your hips back, okay? And then we're gonna go back behind us as we stretch. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. We're gonna do sit-ups here. Suck in that tummy and release. Suck in your tummy and release. Keep your abs engaged. Change the shape of your tummy. I'm so excited. This is week 4 of Maria and my cleanse. And I have to say, I have to wear a belt. And not only do I have to wear a belt, I have actually cinched up that belt that used to not fit. Because I have lost close to 10 pounds now. Kai's closer to 19 and Maria still won't get on the scale. Well, that and the batteries broke on the scale, or died.
20.
Okay, point your toes. Lift your toes up, or your knees up, toes stay down. That's what I meant to say. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy and then releasing. Suck, get in, release. Keep breathing. Remember?
14.
Okay, suck that tummy and change the shape of your abdomen. Don't let your shoulders do the work. Don't let your chest do the work. Let your abs do the work.
20.
Yes. Okay, you're gonna have a seat on top of the ball, on top of the block. We're gonna get rid of some of the tricep jigglies. Shoulder blades are down and back, your head's over top of the ball. We're gonna start out with pelvic floor exercises. The ball's midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone. As your abs tighten up, shoulder blades are down and back. We're gonna do some sit-ups. You're gonna tighten your pelvic floor, squeezing the ball, simultaneously tightening your abs. Feel what it feels like to elongate your neck as your head is over the top of the ball, your shoulder blades are down and back. These are good posture, core stabilization. You're breathing, chest up. Smiles are up. Suck in that tummy. Okay, we're staying in this position as we do some of the arm work. We're gonna do long and short lever movements. Your arm's gonna be straight. You're gonna try to bend your arm, but your left arm's gonna resist it. Then you're gonna draw your shoulders level. As you try to bend your arm, you try to straighten it with the opposite arm, and we're just gonna twist side to side. Suck in that tummy. The muscles are opposing each other, so there's a lot of muscular activities. If you do this correctly, your arms get tired and your shoulders get tired. Keep your abs engaged. Okay, switch sides. You're gonna try to bend that arm. You're gonna keep it straight and long. Shoulders are level. And we're doing the same thing. Really pull it into you. As we saw a few weeks ago, this really changes the shape of your arms rather quickly. Suck in your tummy. Okay, and now we're gonna do a short lever. So you're gonna really bend that arm close to your body. You're gonna push it away with this left hand. You're gonna keep that left elbow high. So it's like this, like you're 90 degrees. You're gonna push away as you twist. Suck in that tummy, shoulder blades are down and back. Really suck in that tummy. Use both arms. If you don't feel it in your arms, we're not pushing and resisting enough. Okay. We're gonna pull this one towards you, push it away with the opposite hand. You should feel your bicep and your tricep working. Push, pull, push, pull. It's all the signs of a really healthy relationship. Abs are nice and tight.
10.
Okay, shake out those arms. Now we're gonna work the tricep. We're gonna work the tricep in the long position. Your arm's almost straight, and you're gonna try to bend it with your left arm. Abs are nice and tight, so really push down like you're trying to cut something in half down here. Abs are nice and tight. You're twisting. Keep those shoulders level, abs on. You should feel your lats working, your shoulders, triceps, and biceps working. Suck in that tummy. Keep that pelvic floor on.
10.
Okay, we're gonna do it on this side. Straight arm, long lever, long angle. Abs are nice and tight. You're bending and straightening. Here we go. Abs are engaged. Really push down, pull up. Create an opposition of force.
10.
Okay, now we're gonna short lever it. So you're gonna bring that arm really close to your body, like you're almost touching your ear. You're gonna put your hand against it, arms 90 degrees. You're pushing away. So really push hard away with that right hand. Abs are nice and tight and you're twisting. You should feel your tricep. We're toning the waddle underneath the arm so you don't have lunch lady arms. Abs are nice and tight.
10.
Okay, this side, same thing. We're bringing it close to your ear. You're resisting it. You're pushing away, pulling towards, and you're twisting. Sucking your tummies. Keep breathing.
10.
Okay, shake out your arms. They should be sore. And where you should be feeling that soreness is primarily in something called your sits muscles. Those are your rotator cuff muscles, and the goal is keep those as strong as possible. You're gonna now interlock your fingers in a long position. So your goal is to tear your arms apart, but your fingers are keeping everything together. Draw your shoulder blades down and back, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. We're gonna start out going side to side, like we're doing a golf swing. The reason why they want golfers to keep their arms straight is that the movement comes through your torso and there's far more force that can be driven from your core than from your extremities.
10.
Okay, keeping your shoulder blades down and back, this time not moving your torso, we're gonna do circles. We're only doing 5 in each direction. Keep your abs engaged, your arms should be exhausted by now.
5.
Opposite direction. Don't bend your elbows on this one. Keep ripping your arms apart. Abs are engaged, so you can feel your ab muscles working. 5?
5.
Okay. Shake out your arms first. We're gonna bring it in close. Short lever. We're gonna pull it apart. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy, shoulder blades are down back, heads over top of ball as you go side to side. You should feel your back muscles and your shoulder muscles in the rear really working. Suck in that tummy.
10.
Okay, here we go. We're doing circles. Keep pulling your arms apart. Your arms are working very hard. Your shoulders are working very hard. And you're breathing. We saw.
5.
And then the opposite direction. We saw as little as 3 weeks, the arms change shape and tone up, which was really cool to see on you guys. Suck in that tummy.
5.
Okay, shake out those arms. We're almost done. We have 2 more things to do on this ball. Long arms, long lever. You're squeezing a credit card between your palms of your hands. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. And here we go, twist, twist, twist. Notice how little range of motion you have if you're truly squeezing your hands together. Keep your arms straight. Notice they want to bend because they're trying to give you an advantage, and that's what I said. A lot of times in long lever, we try to go into short lever, and in short lever, we go long lever. Okay, now we're gonna bring it in. Meredith got a kick out of this last time. I am praying for you. So you're gonna point where you're gonna pray. Abs are nice and tight. You're squeezing, draw your shoulder blades down and back. Abs nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Keep squeezing, squeeze hard. You should feel your pecs working now, your anterior deltoids. Suck in that tummy. Did we do circles with the long lever? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Short lever circles.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, I don't know. We may have to go back. I don't think we did. Keep breathing. Is that 5?
7.
Okay, we're gonna do 10 apparently.
9. 10.
Opposite direction. Keep squeezing. You should feel your pecs burning. What number?
6, 7, 8, 9,
Louder.
10.
Okay, arms go straight. We forgot this. Squeeze. We're gonna do circles. Keep your arms, elbows straight. Squeeze. Your arms should be totally exhausted now. We're only doing 5. Is that 5?
4, 5.
Opposite direction. Squeeze. Squeeze. Abs, suck in that tummy.
4, 5.
Okay, shake out those arms. We're gonna do 1 stretch or 2 stretches. You're gonna take your arms back behind you. Oh, just pop your chest open as you move your head and neck around. It's okay if your neck pops and grinds.
Snap, crackle, pop.
More so pops and grinds. Okay, now you're gonna take your hands back behind you and push the palms of your hands together as you move your head and neck around. Keep your abs engaged, suck in your tummy. Notice how your abs want to let go as you feel that excessive pressure in the upper extremities or excessive tension. Manage tension, don't run away from it. Chest stays up. And shake your arms out. Oh, dear. Okay, both feet come out in front of you. We're gonna work super small angles. Abs are nice and tight, hands are in, stick them up. We're gonna bounce, 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 bounce. You're turning on that pelvic floor by activation. Abs are engaged, and now you can do the Mario variation of happiness. You can move your body around, learning to have your upper body in different positions, stabilizing with your pelvic floor. And like we always say, if you're ever sad or depressed, you can speed up this section and fast forward it, and it looks like happy people dancing.
Saturday night dance party?
Yes.
Pelvic floor dance party?
Yeah. Okay, good. So from here, keep your hands up. This is where we work small angles. You're gonna do a squat, come off the ball, come back down on the ball. This is a small angle, so this is very hard to work. You will find out right away if you push the ball away that you're not going straight up. This working the smallest angles in the hip.
10.
Okay, good. Now you can come off the ball. We'll let Annie finish out her exercises. Go ahead, Annie. Don't let us stop you. There you go. Okay, ball goes in the small of your back. Woo, behind the leg sweat. That's just lovely. Abs are nice and tight. We're doing sit-ups. Okay, so your knees are bent, so these small angles. We want long angles of your upper body. Abs are nice and tight, so your chest is up. Now you see why we do these long and small angles. We want long angles in the upper bodies and small angles in the lower body. I want you to fire up your quads. Abs are nice and tight, shoulder blades are down and back. First chakra, your pelvic floor is on. Third chakra is closing up. And now you use the second chakra to try to pop that ball. Suck that tummy in. Keep breathing. Try to change the shape of your abdomen. Keep breathing.
Exhale as you squeeze that belly button to your spine.
Like you're inflating a big balloon. Pop. What number?
20.
Okay. Arms come up. We're gonna do our Bruce Lee punches. Right and left. Both arms stay straight. Suck in that tummy. You're punching without bending your arms. Your arms are staying in long angles. And all the work's coming from your torso and your abs. Primarily from your abs. Suck in that tummy. We're doing twists now.
20.
Okay, good. Now we're gonna straighten those legs out in front of us. Long lever. Starting to get the gist of this. Suck in your tummy. We're gonna do sit-ups here. Suck in your tummy and release. Suck it in, release. Change the shape of your abdomen. Keep breathing.
16,
Oh, okay.
17, 18, 19, 20.
Okay, Bruce Lee punches once again. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy as you're punching to the left and to the right. This gives you complete core connection.
Exhale as you contract.
You can always tell a seasoned carpenter from a novice one because a seasoned carpenter hammers in nails with their core. Boom! And it goes in like 1 or 2 hits. A novice carpenter will be like tapping it in with their wrist, and you'll notice the nails don't go in as quickly. Shoulder blades are down and back, abs are nice and tight. We're going to bend our legs again. We're going to do some contralateral patterning as you do opposite hand to opposite foot. You have to use your core. This is short angles. Keep breathing. What number?
16,
Oh my goodness.
17, 18, 19, 20.
Okay, hands go back behind you as your legs go straight. You're sucking in that tummy. All right, balls in the small of your back, straight leg, opposite hand, opposite foot. You have to really pull through your abs to get you that extra little distance you need. So you're finding out flexibility has a lot to do with abdominal strength.
10,
We'll do 16.
20.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was 20. What number?
20.
Okay. All right, arch over the top of the ball as I get the cord that has traversed my whole front side. Oh, rock from side to side, open things up that accidentally tighten like your psoas muscle. Notice if one side's tighter than the other, it shouldn't be. If it is, balance it out. Stretch whatever side feels tight. Feels tight. Just go back and forth. And then go ahead, bend your knees, put the ball underneath your sacrum. You're gonna cross your left ankle over your right knee as you bring your knees to your chest. We're gonna shorten some of the work that we did in the back and lengthen your butt cheeks. Okay, so bring your ankle, left ankle to your chest. Keep your abs engaged, very important. And then we're going to switch sides. Switch. You're going to bring your right ankle to your chest. Okay, arms come to the ground as both legs go, or both feet go flat on the ground. And then in the straight legs, as you rock from side to side, you're opening up your low back again. Keep breathing. Okay, and then roll off the ball. Feel what the ground feels like underneath you just before we go on to the roller. Just notice what your breathing's like. And then now pull yourself onto your roller. Butt will be at one end, head will be at the other end. See what it's like to have your feet parallel, knees over tops of your feet. So this means you have small angles in the lower half of your body. Now first chakra, your pelvic floor is on, third chakra is closed up. You're breathing with second chakra to try to get your spine to the roller, and your shoulder blades are squeezing the roller as well. Head's on the roller or slightly off the end, and you're breathing. Feel what it feels like to have activated the muscles we activated. See what it feels like to breathe and connect. You guys stay on the rollers. I'm coming off to bring you home. Oh, Wolfie's here. Wolfie's here to ground us out. But literally, this is one of the craziest times in history. It's a time of great stress where we can get distracted from what we were meant to do by being put on this earth. We can get involved in all sorts of drama outside of ourselves instead of staying inside of ourselves. Without knowing much, this looks awfully well orchestrated series of events, pandemic into war. And because of it, it brings up suspicion. And with suspicion, our mind starts to wander everywhere. So in these last few moments, center into your center, center into your core. Notice we had to activate muscles to really find our center. And when we lose our center, it's easy to go to muscles that aren't supposed to be working, and that's where we get injured. So the activity of slightly coming out of your center could set you up for some very big injuries. So just breathe. Stay in your center. Stay connected to who you are and what you are meant to do on this earth. Feel the power and balance that you have doing that. Just notice the clarity that you have when you're in this place. And what you have to offer. As always, we appreciate so much that you guys are here and that you're open and willing to put up with all the technical problems we have. You're willing to do the exercises that we do and think the thought processes that we bring up. We're in very great, deep gratitude to you guys. Thank you and namaste.
Namaste.